Hi my stitchy and crafty friends. I wanted to make a video today on all of the Thomas Kinkade kits that I've either made or the kits that I have ready to go. Because I do sometimes get the question of, well, how many kits are there and what are they? So I just wanted to make a quick video on all the ones. Now, the first kit I ever did was Pinocchio. I can't find my pattern for it. I must have put it in storage somewhere. That's okay, life happens. I will try my hardest to edit a picture of it somewhere into the video so you can see what it's supposed to look like. And if you follow my Instagram at Disney Craft Girl, I do have a picture of my completed one. And that one only took me about 10 months. It was the very first one I had ever done, and I made it the year that my sister had passed away. That was a very interesting year for me. I was going to school for aesthetics and that didn't work out, and I was working part-time at good old Target. So I had a lot of time on my hands and not a lot of money, so I was able to make that one in just 10 months. Now the next one that I made after that was Snow White, and that one took me about a year, and that was because I had just started working more and working full-time, and a lot of stuff was going on in my life at that time as well. And then the next one that I finished, and I don't have the Snow White pattern either, I'm sorry guys. The next one that I had finished was, oh, here we go. So you can see it's very used and broken, busted. Was Cinderella. Hopefully I can get it in view. Sorry, I don't have a little viewfinder on my camera. But this is, it's called Cinderella Wishes Upon a Dream. Now this one took me a year and a half to finish. And the reason why that one took me a year and a half to finish is while I was doing this one, I taught myself how to crochet, and I was working a lot when I started this one. Now I keep all my little spare pieces. Does anybody else do that, or is that just me? Like, this is all my leftover floss, all of it, in case I need it for another kit. Of these, I'm really glad I keep it now because these MCG textile kits are gone, they're done. So I've got my leftover floss, and I'm glad I have because I've had to use some of that pearl filament. Ooh, that evil, evil, evil pearl filament on some of my other kits. Ooh, it's evil. Now the latest kit that I just finished, again, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me just barely finish it on the 15th of May, was the Lady and the Tramp. Look how fun that is. Isn't that a good one? I love that one. Look at him. Now, I love Lady and the Tramp. There's a joke between me and my husband that he's the tramp and I'm the lady, and it's a story in Disney and dog form, and we both love dogs. So I love this. This one was given to me as a Christmas present, and this one took me 2 years. This one took me way too long, but again, I taught myself how to knit. I tried to open an Etsy business of bows. I thought about reopening that business, not quite sure yet, but I love this one. This one was a fun one to make, so that was a good one. And now, of course, my vote that won out, the one that I'm working on right now, is Little Mermaid. So Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney princess. I love Ariel. I've always wanted red hair. I always try to color my hair red when I can. And my brother, who is 14 years older than me, took me to go see Little Mermaid when it came out in theaters. I was just this 4-year-old little girl. And so this was in the 80s, 1989. I was 4. And I was mad at my brother because he couldn't rewind it for me to watch, because I knew how to work the VCR at home in our house in Chicago, and I wanted to watch it again, and I couldn't because we were in a theater and it wasn't a VCR. So that's a funny little story about my love for Little Mermaid. Now, other kits that I have and that I have pictures of are Peter Pan. Now, I won this one. Well, technically it's Tinkerbell and Peter Pan Go to Neverland. I won this one off of eBay. That was a tough one to win, I won't lie. I don't know why that one was so difficult to win, but it was. Then I have Fantasia. I would say that this one is one of the easier ones to find. It's a lower price point. I don't really know why, but I love Fantasia. I loved Fantasia growing up, and I was actually made fun of as a kid because I loved Fantasia. Then we have Sleeping Beauty. Now, I've seen a few people in my Thomas Kinkade group finish it. It looks super green in the kit, but when I saw someone finish it, it's gorgeous and it's so colorful. So I was a little intimidated to do this one, but now I'm really excited. And let's see, what's the next one out of my bag of magic? Now here's Bambi. Now this one always reminds me of my mom. She loves Bambi, and when we got the movie on VHS, I think it was a Christmas present, something, my mom told me not to watch it without her. She went downstairs into the basement and came back up, and I was just sobbing because Bambi's mother had died. And of course, as a little girl, every deer I saw was Bambi. And I loved Flower. And I have this thing, I've always wanted to pet skunk. Like get the sweat, you know, the little stink glands removed, because I think they're adorable. I think Bambi did that to me. This one is The Lion King. This one is becoming easier to find. Oh, by the way, the Bambi one's hit or miss. Excuse me. I do see it on there, and then it goes off, and then it goes on. Sleeping Beauty is fairly easy to find. Lion King is super easy to find. I think this one, when it came out, everyone was super excited. So they made a lot of them, and Lion King, of course, is a lot of people's favorite Disney movie. It's not mine, because I cry when Mufasa dies. So I'm not the biggest fan of The Lion King. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I loved it as a kid, but the older I get, the harder it is to watch. Then another one that I have, this is Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast Falling in Love. So this is the first one. The second one is the Beauty and the Beast 2. If I can find a picture to add into this video, I will. But that's of them with the big castle in the background, and they're on a boat. And it's just Beast and Beauty. And that might be the second hardest kit to find. Someone recently found it in my Thomas Kinkade group. She beat me to it. Oh, so frustrated, but I'm so glad she got it. I'm glad that it's someone that I know, and it's one of my friends, and I get to see her make, you know, work on that kit. It's very exciting to me. Then, this kit, I was very excited. This was, I don't know how I got this one. This was just like a total fluke, but it's Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is probably the third hardest kit to find. I've only seen 2. I snatched this one off of Amazon. Yeah, I got a little notification on my phone as a text message, and I didn't even hesitate. I got it so fast. I only got it for like 50 bucks. So it was a total steal. Now, Winnie the Pooh has always been one of my favorites. I love Winnie the Pooh so much. Now, definitely by far the hardest kit to find, and I don't even have the kit, is Tangled. It is by far the hardest one to find. And a wonderful friend actually mailed to me her pattern. That's all I have of it. Again, if I can, I'll put a picture into the video here, but that's all I have of it, and it kind of breaks my heart. So there you go. There's just a quick little rundown of all the kits that were released by MCG Textiles and the Thomas Kinkade Company. So yeah, guys, that was just a quick little rundown of all the kits I've had, all the kits I've made, and all of the kits. Now, I don't have any of the little vignettes. I do think some of the Winnie the Pooh vignettes are a little bit different, and I'm pretty sure there's vignettes of all of the main characters. So there's one for Little Mermaid, there's some for Peter Pan, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast even had like a pillow that was like cut into quarters, and there was even like an Afghan where you could cross stitch. But I never have any of those because I just like the big kits, and one day I plan to have them beautifully all framed and put on the back of the wall. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Disney Craft Girl. I am on Twitter and Tumblr, but I don't really understand how either of those work. I'm a little old. If you have anything that you want me to discuss or any questions that you have, most of my stuff on the channel will be related to Counted Cross Stitch, but if there's any Disney crafts that you want me to try and you find on Pinterest, let me know. Okay? Thanks so much, guys.